Greetings, this is Vane and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris. Okay. We have concerning reports coming from Prevera Prime. Upon further examination, it seems that the alien fungus we found is emitting a signal towards a location in the galaxy that we are unable to pinpoint so far. Telemetry and security analysis indicate that it is completely possible for the mycelium to be some kind of advanced spying organism. However, it is worth noting that this organism is old. There is a fair chance that whoever engineered these spy mushrooms is not around anymore, but if they are, it might not be best to poke the sleeping predator. We need to know more. The fleet we encountered in the Halo system is unlike any we've seen before in this region. Of space before. It does not appear to be aggressive, but it can only speculate as its origin or purpose here. Our best guess is the fleet represents a faction without formal ties to any local authority or civilization. Proceed with caution. Careful analysis of the mycelium and the signal showed that it was likely part of a network of similar organisms possibly spanning across the galaxy as a whole and maybe beyond. While we do not know much, we discovered that as part of the network, this mycelium was also receiving signals from other places. Considering several factors, including the volume and data transfer, we do not think that the network is still in use. The fact that it's still partially active is probably just dormant and not destroyed. What can we learn from it?
Research complete.
The process of soil deposition normally takes millions of years. With advanced fracking, chemical engineering and hydraulic management technologies, even the porous substrate can be turned into fertile topsoil.
System survey complete. System survey complete.
Tactical disruption of natural habitats combined with converging search and destroy patterns can effectively eliminate hostile wildlife in a very short span of time.
System survey complete. Construction complete. System survey complete. Research complete.
Infusing crop strands with a small amounts of nanomachines help create a type of produce that is ultra resilient and the chemical composition of which can be tailored and altered during its entire lifetime.
Research complete.
W1H433427 is partially hollow. Within its interior spaces spores a dense honeycomb structure crafted of some unknown alloy, housing containers of alien genetic material. By all appearances, this is an archive of life, the genetic record of some earlier civilization come and gone. Most of the DNA are hopelessly degraded, but there is still much to learn. Advances in building techniques allow for the construction of sturdier and more durable corvettes. Combination of different metals and ceramics that result in stronger armor without sacrificing flexibility.
System survey complete.
See what way we going. Go up there, round to get you. Or you can go a long way round down here.
Research complete.
Advances in computing technology have given us new ways to protect our data from prying eyes. We've reached an impasse where the fleet identify itself as the ghost ship. Its unusual presence ignores most of our diplomatic overtures. We can infer that it represents a neutral entity which stands apart from galactic civilization. We suspect that the fleet possess owners in the conventional system, it will take extraordinary measures to reach them. With this in mind, we have summarised our findings for future teams of scientists to make use of, in case such an opportunity does arise. Curious.
An alien empire has established communications. System survey complete.
We have discovered an alien ship adrift among the asteroids surrounding SSD 0935. It is not responding to our hailing signals. Whether this is due to it being unable to interpret a signal, or perhaps some other reason, we do not know. Science Officer the Exile recommends that the construction ship be dispatched to tow this sickened vessel out of the debris field. If left untouched, there is a risk the alien ship may be crushed by the asteroids. A special project has been issued to rescue and investigate the ship.
Situation log updated.
Okay.
System survey complete. Research
Council agenda
complete.
ready.
Evolving society. Many planets exhibit extensive subsurface voids. Subterranean exploitation and construction techniques can greatly increase the habitable area of some worlds.
System survey complete. Construct.
Our scans of the debris field in Helios are complete, possessing both organic and abiogenetic properties. The chemical structure is unlike anything we've ever seen. The connection between the debris and the strange vessel patrolling the system remains unclear. There are no life signs aboard. In fact, we can detect no power signatures of any kind. For lack of a better descriptor, we have stumbled on a ghost ship. Spooky.
Situation log updated.
Across the barren fields of Zowood 3, there are indications of old battles being fought. Beneath the lifeless ground, our researchers on the SCS Gennaro have found bones, metallic shards, and most surprisingly, a container filled with documents. If we send the documents to our homeworld for translation, we could potentially learn more about this war and who fought in it. It would also be possible to simply sell them off as antiques. Send it to our homeworld for research.
Situation log updated. Research complete.
As we explore the galaxy, we continue to encounter new materials and substances that are unfamiliar to us. Cataloguing and analysing these discoveries will require new facilities. The SCS Demic has picked up a strange energy signature to come from somewhere deep inside the atmosphere of Corolla 2. It appears to originate from a structure of some kind, possibly the remains of an orbital station, but the atmospheric pressure makes it impossible to approach. Nevertheless, the scans of the unique signature have yielded a large amount of valuable physics data. Sadly, our linguists have been unable to understand the entirety of the alien language using the old documents found on Zowod 3. However, they managed to translate the essentials, which has given us a glimpse into the culture they originated from. Fortunate. The director of the Museum of Exobiology on Scyldari has issued a request for the procurement of several live alien specimens. These creatures were spotted on surveyed habitable worlds, but they are difficult to capture. It will require the full resources of a science ship for a lengthy period of time. We will gather these specimens.
Situation log updated. Research complete.
As our empire grows, so does our understanding of biology. Advanced medical treatments on a cellular level have allowed for a significant advancement in biological population health. A reinforced framework and blast shields with enhanced impact absorption will ensure the structural integrity of the platform even under immense pressure.
System survey complete. Research complete.
To expand our knowledge base, we must consider all levels of existence. A new realm of science awaits us.
Ships upgraded.
As suspected, the asteroid XR7
System survey
863 holds within it a great mass of metal and does indeed hide some manner of machinery. The gathered data clearly shows that its constituent parts contain great quantities of stored energy, but its purpose remains unknown. Proceed carefully. Probe it. Proceed carefully. Caution proved well in order. Hidden inside XR7 863 was a host of old mining drones programmed to attack on sight. Science officer Vub Bitrek fortunately detected this early and was able to jam the drone's sensors long enough to disable them.
Complete.
The drone's cores are old indeed, but to retain vast amounts of energy for siphoning. The shattered remnants of a cruiser-sized starship can be detected in a decaying orbit deep inside the atmosphere of Memes 7. It appears to have ventured far into the gas giant's atmosphere, perhaps in a desperate attempt to escape a pursuit, only to be crushed by the atmospheric pressure. The vessel is too deep to be salvaged, but a structural scan of the wreckage has provided with some interesting engineering data. A facility where organic matter is converted into energy at a highly efficient rate, improving in waste collection, allows harvesting of useful gaseous byproducts.
Research complete.
Ceramic metal infrastructure. Stronger allies allow us to create prefabricated buildings, providing our colonies with improved infrastructure.
System survey complete. Research complete.
Advanced sensors that rely on rotating tachyon beams to detect ship movement even at extreme distances. Attempts to scan the object in high-speed orbit of BT-354F have been unsuccessful. The object quickly falls below BT-354F's horizon and the SES Demara's instruments are simply unable to keep up. While BT-354F's gravitational pull is strong, that alone does little to explain the object's extreme momentum. Either the object itself possesses some extraordinary properties or there is some gravitational phenomenon at work here. The object's velocity appears to be increasing over time, and science officer Mickey the GSX may soon throw out of the orbit even without outside interference. Okay, try to slow it down. After an extensive search of the seabed on Cam 3 using a small fleet of mini submarines, the crew of the SCS Timiri finally managed to corner the elusive target of their search, a live Tarblak. The shimmering creature, which defends itself by emitting faint psionic signals that produce a sense of dread in most organics, was brought aboard the science ship in a special water tank simulating its natural environment. The crew members of the SCS Timiri that came into direct contact with the Tarblak will require extensive therapy, but the mission has been a success. The drone successfully intercepted the unknown object's orbit. By latching onto the object and then thrusting in reverse little by little, the drone was eventually able to direct it to the SCS Timiri for retrieval. The object looks to be some sort of box constructed of alien material. Vein line ridges meander along its sides, congregating at the top of some type of spear-shaped mechanism. We can only guess at its contents.
Situation.
The crew of the SCS Tipolog has managed to collect a small group of Adlorians from the icy surface of Memez 3. These white furry omnivores wrap themselves into tight balls and roll across the planet's snowfields at astonishing speeds. One animal was clocked at over 80 kilometers per hour. This aided in their detection, since the passage of their rolling forms kicks up huge plumes of swirling snow. Excellent.
Construction complete. Research complete.
The crystallization process is complicated and difficult, but synthetic crystals can be manufactured by using specialized industrial plants.
System survey complete. System survey complete.
We did indeed discover life on Beta Ursa Majoris 7, but by our actions it has since been eradicated. The microbiology which lived in the outer edges of the gas giant's atmosphere reacted poorly to our deep scans. These frequencies caused each creature's cellular structure to resonate, an effect that was then cascaded and spread from gasmite to gasmite. Each was soon rendered inert soon after. Now we're in orbit over the largest graveyard in the universe. Can anything be done?
Situation log updated. System survey complete.
Multiple administrative strata efficiently surface only the most vital information to the upper levels of government.
System survey complete.
Might get there. A scan of the particular massive asteroid 9YI Force 226 yields fascinating results. The rock's core is shot through with a network of conductive crystals carrying a weak electric charge. The crew on the SCS Chiganda recognise this matrix as a primitive neural lattice and believe the celestial body to be thinking in some capacity, if not fully sapient. They seek permission to excavate the core and transport it to the nearest orbital station for closer study. Make do with what you can study from the surface.
Construction complete.
Finally, our scientists
Special project complete.
have managed to peek into the alien box without compromising the container itself. By using an advanced type of sonar, they've been able to identify its contents. The contents are puzzling, or at least unexpected. The box holds 3 small vials, each filled with an unknown liquid. The box is safe to open, but it will require further research to understand how. Open it.
Situation log updated. System survey complete. Research complete.
Finding aspects of the self within the group is natural and inevitable. Eventually, those shared aspects must be valued higher than individual identities. Plessis 2 is a peculiar gas giant. Our knowledge of astrophysics tells us that the planet should have a planetary ring, yet it doesn't. The cause of this becomes apparent after our science ship took a closer look at the intriguing moon. The planet is surrounded by shepherd moons, all incredibly rich in minerals and accumulating more every year. We could blast the moons with precise and controlled explosions, harvest them, or keep them inside the ring zone and harvest space debris as they could accrue. Those minerals sell. Let's ring around the planet. Good things come to those who wait. Our science team has concluded that the abandoned ship, referred to as Uboom in its command logs, was conducting an experiment in the Helios system, the goal of which was the creation of synthetic life. An antimatter containment breach resulted in the death of the ship's crew, as well as the newborn infant. However, low-level sonic energy detected throughout the ship's system suggests that the synthetic life form's ghost took possession of the vessel seconds before the accident. It is conceivable that the nascent consciousness has spent the intervening centuries in a vain search for its mother. Unfortunately, at this time we have no way of communicating with the entity or helping it find rest. For now, the haunting of the Helios system seems destined to continue. Sad fate.
Special project complete.
Once the ship drifting in SSD 0935 was towed out of the debris, we were able to send in an away team to investigate. They discovered a murder scene. Only one crew member had been found, a long-eared amphibian biped who appears to have been stabbed repeatedly. With its crew evidently dead, the ship is now up for grabs. It's fitted with very efficient thrusters, the structure and design of which are beyond us at present. The vessel is not armed, seemingly having been used as a transport for important personnel. Repurposing it into an exploration vessel would be a minor undertaking. However, if we deconstruct it and study the engines in greater detail, we may be able to apply its ingenious design to our own fleets. Okay. Tear it down and study the engines. The Tassogoid is an extremely lethal predator that stalks the dense jungles of Chox free at night, paralysing its prey with electric shock before sucking their brains out with its tube-like mouth. Unfortunately, 3 other crew members from the SCS Tiamat were lost to these creatures before a specimen could be secured. The Museum of Exobiology on Scyldari will rename one of its wings after these brace officers to honour their sacrifice. Excellent.
Research complete.
Advanced spectrometry combines with fracking techniques and chemical flushing to rapidly exploit shallow and mid-depth deposits. At long last, our scientists have penetrated the outer material of the alien box. 3 small vials inside are indeed filled with different liquids, one red, one blue, one green. The liquids are less alien than their container, and our scientists have identified them as prime gene modification mediums. For reasons beyond our understanding, the solutions are quickly deteriorating outside their alien container, but there should be enough time to synthesize and apply one of them to our species. It has been confirmed that its effects would be positive, but exactly how remains to be seen. Well, let's see. Let's go with the blue solution. Reminds us of the sea.
System serve.
The blue gene modification solution has been successfully administered to the Scyldari people. Based on preliminary observations of early subjects, the solution appears to increase our potential lifespan. Excellent. Nice. The SCSD courier has picked up curious readings from Plessis 10. There are significant pockets of radiation in the gas giant's atmosphere that appear to be the result of intense orbital bombardment. What someone could hope to gain by bombing a gas giant from orbit remains a mystery, however. As the SCSD courier was preparing to break orbit, Science Officer Tik Bitorak discovered a weak signal coming from the planet's interior. It may be a transition of some kind, but the gas giant's background radiation makes it difficult to isolate. We should investigate this signal.
Situation log updated. System survey complete.
Our sensors have discovered that the ship's remnants
Council
on
agenda
ZL-1JAA got there in a peculiar way. The ship seems to have been intentionally driven straight into the exercise, probably from light years away, to test the accuracy of the designer's thrusters. As we deep scan the remains, we pick out one ship in particular which seems to have a reasonably intact propulsion. Recover that thruster.
Research complete. Ships upgraded. Construction complete. Research complete.
Additional study into different planetary climates will allow us to set our population world previously thought too hostile to support them.
Spaceborne life form encountered.
We have made first contact with mysterious aliens of the Great Wound system. For now, we have codenamed them Zayan aliens. Find out more about them. They possess a language. We must decipher it in order to establish communication. The Great Wound. We like the Great Wound. It's a veritable gold mine.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Gulanthas are large, flat herbivores that have evolved internal gas pockets, enable them to hover a few centimetres above the ground. They move about in herds consisting of a few dozen animals, grazing on the moss and lichen that can be found on the windswept plains of Helios 3. They are ruthlessly hunted by the planet's apex predators, and our biologists on the SCS Timeri estimate that only a few hundred Gulantha herds remain. One of these, consisting of 9 animals, has been successfully collected and will be brought back to Scyldari. Excellent.
Special project complete.
Science officer the Exile has managed to isolate the weak signal that was coming from somewhere deep inside the atmosphere of Plesius 10. does indeed appear to be a transmission, and we have filtered it through our translation software. On screen.
System survey complete.
It's the Daphnak.
Construction complete.
Finally, well met, Spacefarer. We have the Daphnak, and the planet you are orbiting is Tolok Rong, our ancestral home. It's always riveting to meet a solid, even if our last encounter with your kind was somewhat problematic. You have no doubt detected the radiation surges coming from our atmosphere. Tolok Rong is dying, and our species will perish unless we find a new home. We have identified a planet that would suit our physiology, but we have no means to get there. Sadly, our non-corporal nature means we don't have much in the way of industry or technology. Will you help us? If you have no technology, how are you speaking? Ah, but you are not the first solid to pay us a visit. Another spacefarer graciously donated a small subspace transmitter and a scanner array to us 2.9 million solar cycles ago. They had been designed to be compatible with our physiology, one of the more positive encounters we've had with your kind. What happened to your planet? Well, the last time solids visited us a few thousand cycles ago, things didn't go very well. They wanted us to embrace their religion. We refused, and this triggered some kind of genocidal reaction. Completely unwarranted. Before we knew what was happening, they maneuvered their fleet into orbit and unleashed a massive bombardment. You want us to transport your entire species to another planet? Yes, and hopefully soon. Don't worry, there aren't too many of us. Most Daphnak died when our planet was bombarded, and those who survived retreated deeper into the atmosphere. Communication with the surface is difficult here, and radiation is spreading. We don't have much time. We will help you locate.
Situation log updated.
Excellent. I knew we could count on you. The coordinates of our new home has been forwarded. You must promise not to let your own colonists claim this Illusion world before we get there, no matter how strong the temptation. Okay. It is done. Miraculously, once our scientists installed the proper modifications to our vessel, they were able to recreate the initial cascade. This time the effect was distanced and life started springing back up all over Beta Ursae Majoris in 7 in a great wave. This process has taught us a lot about the universe, but perhaps even more about ourselves. SCS Genoa has entered the Yannick system, where its crew report another object in orbit bearing a strong resemblance to the Shine of the Untold.
System survey complete. Construction complete. Construction complete. System.
The planet Omegas 3C is a toxic wasteland, but our scans unveiled that it has not always been so. A now extinct civilization seems to have destroyed its home planet via heavy reliance on climate-altering fuels and toxins. On a remote hill close to a major city, we have found the lone active facility, a robot assembly plant, desolated and surrounded by military vehicles. So deteriorated they break upon touch. The facility is alien and mysterious, but could provide us with ample study material. Cautionary tale. Improved energy initiative.
System survey complete.
Okay, I'm going to leave it there. This has been Vane doing Let's Play Stellaris. If you like what you're seeing here, be sure to like, subscribe, share and comment. Please consider sponsoring me on Patreon, and until next time, goodbye.